Shelly looked at Kenzie and beamed. Not long ago, Tomoko, Bree, and Jules were nearly strangers. But now, the 5 girls made up the Derby Daredevils, the raddest team in the Austin, Texas Junior Roller Derby League. Kenzie held up a hand. "Let's practice." Bree slipped behind the others and waited. Shelly, Kenzie, Tomoko, and Jules skated close together as the pack of blockers. Once the pack was half a lap ahead, Bree clacked around the track. As the Daredevil's jammer, Bree's job was to speed ahead and slip through the pack. Shelly listened as Bree came up from behind. While Bree worked on speed, Shelly and the other blockers practiced different moves to block the opposing team's jammer and help Bree zoom through the pack. They had a list of game plays, which were pretty risky and only worked half the time, but the Daredevils were known for taking risks on the track. "The flying circle of doom," Kenzie whispered. Shelly, Tomoko, and Jules nodded. Kenzie was a great strategizer. She planned all of the team's best game plays. "Okay," Kenzie said. "Get in formation." Shelly tightened her fists and bent her knees, just like she always did. Maybe she wasn't the best blocker, or the best planner, or the fastest, or the fiercest, but she definitely knew how to hold her ground. "Ah!" A squeaky voice sailed out of nowhere. Shelly's knees buckled as a little kid crashed into her left leg. She wobbled back and forth. "Whoa," Shelly said. 2 older boys zoomed past on either side. Shelly felt like she was in a wind tunnel. She leaned one way, then the other, then... crash! Shelly dropped onto her knees and rolled to the side of the rink. The team broke formation and surrounded her. "Dude," Jules said, "that was a really good fall. And I should know, I fall a lot." "Thanks," Shelly groaned. She let Jules help her off the track. "Sorry I lost my balance." "It's not your fault," Kenzie said. "We shouldn't be practicing during free skate anyway." The rest of the team stepped off of the track behind Shelly. "Dumb guys out there," Bree said, "getting close to other skaters and freaking them out. They treat people like traffic cones." Shelly nodded. If only those skaters knew what it was like to take a hip check on the track. She reached inside her bag and grabbed a pencil. "Skating around little kids is hard, too," Tomoko pointed out. She leaned over Shelly's shoulder. "Hey, what's that?" Shelly had her sketchbook open on her lap. She drew Kenzilla, Kenzie's super cool derby persona, with giant scaly skates shaped like dinosaur feet. "That's awesome," Jules said. "You can show her stomping on all the other free skaters who knock into us." Shelly smiled and drew stick figures skidding and sliding away. Kenzie pinned her elbows to her sides and wagged her hips as she stomped in front of the bleachers. "Roar!" The Daredevils broke into laughter. "Perfect," Bree said. "You gotta use that move in our next derby jam." "I thought I heard derby talk." The girls all twisted their heads toward the snack stand. Mambo Rambo, a junior league coach, stepped around the corner holding a bag of kettle corn. "What's the point of free skate night?" Jules asked. "Just change it to an extra derby practice. Boom! Everyone's happy." "Everyone?" Mambo swept her arm over the track. "Don't forget the skaters outside of Derby. They deserve to have their moment, too." Mambo took a seat on the bleachers next to Shelly. She smiled at Shelly's picture, then turned to the whole group. "Y'all are looking pretty good out there," she said. "Though, Jules, make sure you don't swing your arms around. In a bout, that's a penalty. You'll end up sitting in the box." "What's the box?" Shelly asked. "It's what happens when you break a rule," Mambo said. She looked at Jules. "Like striking with an arm. So stick to hip checks." Bree placed a hand on her hip. "Are bouts coming soon?" she asked. The Daredevils had been talking non-stop about bouts, the name for official derby games ever since tryouts. They had lost their tryout scrimmage against the Cherry Pits, another team in the league. Shelly and the others were hungry for a